Gaffer, 2-1 defeat today against York City. Disappointing in terms of the result, but on the positive note, third place guaranteed now. Home playoff semi-final and a battling performance with a heavily rotated side.
Yeah, 10 changes is a heavily rotated side, but I wanted to do that because the players were trained so well, the ones that haven't been involved. They conducted themselves very well, but we're trying to create a winning culture, and you're never happy to lose a game. I think they scored, obviously, against probably the run of play, but that was probably in the moment they were most in the ascendancy. We just got the equaliser, we made the subs. There was only going to be one winner in my mind at that moment, but they've hit us with a sucker punch. Good goal from their perspective, poor from ours. Got to track the 8 on that. The Hancocks has got inside the goal, and it's too easy. But other than that, really proud of the boys that came in, the lads. Some fundamentals missing a little bit. We didn't retain it well enough in that second half of the first half, and they got on top, which they do. And look, they've laid down a little corner, their little challenge that they're really happy, obviously, with the pitch invasion and finishing 6th. So good luck to them. Hopefully they can finish as high as they can. They can possibly finish 5th. They wanted it. But when we made the 3 subs, I thought it really swung, and we looked like a good side.
Obviously, like I say, 10 changes made today. It really did show the strength and depth that we have, coming to one of the better sides in the league who are in form, and you've got so many experienced professional players in there, and we really gave them a good game today.
Yeah, I think that, look, we've got a large squad because we've had injuries that we've needed to replace. So the injury record hasn't been great from the start of the season. So it's ended up with players coming back from injury, and the squad's probably too big really for this level. But as I said, they've acted in a professional manner at all times. They've trained really well. But in terms, I'd like to talk about the game. I think that they've given it a right go and had a go at us in the first half. Second half, we were in the ascendancy, and we deserved it.
One of the players that was coming into the side, obviously Ben Tollett, has been in and out of the side in recent weeks, managed to get himself a goal today, and it must have really impressed you with how he played.
I thought that he looked dangerous in the first half. A few counter-attacks, wrong decision was made. He looked better when he went out wide, had the shot just before the goal that blazed over. Great finish for the goal, and obviously breaking through at the end there, you think just lift it and you score. But the fact that he had those 3 efforts in the last 25 minutes of the game shows good fitness levels, because he's been out the side. Good mentality to come back in and perform the way he did, and yeah, certainly he's given me a problem.
One of the other beneficiaries of you heavily rotated as always, Harvey Gregson, his first start for the club, and the attitude that he showed out there and the professionalism he showed, you must be really absolutely delighted with how he applied himself.
Yeah, he's been really close. I've changed my mind a little bit whether to play him or not in the last few weeks. Today he got his opportunity, he stuck to it, some real flashes of good play. Credit to our academy for him coming through our process, and it's always a nice feeling for a coach. Some things aren't so good as a coach, you have to do as a leader. Some things are really good, and that's one thing that you do as a leader. It's really good when you sit the lad down and say that he's going to make his professional debut for the first team coming through the academy. So that's exciting for us as a club, and we want to bring those players through.
Obviously next week against Leamington, nothing really riding on the game as such, but what's the sort of thinking now? Do we sort of go again with players that are on the fringes, or do you go for that starting 11, that first strength team to try and prepare them?
We'll go to win the game. Look, I went to win the game today. I'm confident in every squad member. I've rotated it depending on the opposition, what their strengths and weaknesses are, and where I think I can hurt them, or we can hurt them. So we'll see. But there's always something to play for in every game, and you go to win every game, and that's will be no different on Saturday.
Obviously, last away game of the season, over 150 away fans to come and support the lads today. You must be absolutely. I'm really delighted with the numbers travelling as well to support the game. Yeah,
there's been an uplift, isn't there, in the way travel recently, and that's really pleasing to see again. I could hear them all game, even though it's 4,000, and they were loud and proud. And look, I thought we were going to go on and win the game minimum. We got the equaliser. It wasn't meant to be. York secured a playoff place, and we've secured 3rd. So, it's bittersweet, but we have to be pleased with the 10-week block of work to secure that 3rd place.